Yeah, they don't usually hold the ball long enough to
Over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
Ohio for another Rider Nation Station Sports telecast of Rough Rider football. I'm Joe Hurlbert, and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's ball game. And with me, as always, is Zach Farrell. First of all, Zach, I want to say job well done last week with you and Mark. I watched it from Israel, and I tell you what, it was you guys did a good job on the call.
Well, I appreciate your kind words, and it's good to have you back here in the box. And thanks to Mark Sisko for filling in, because I think you did a great job. And it's good to know that we got somebody that can do color commentary if I ever want to take another vacation. Maybe.
Absolutely. Well, we got another picture-perfect night for high school football in week number 7. The Rough Riders come in with an overall record of 3-4, 3-3 in the Western Buckeye League. The Kenton Wildcats come in with a record of 2-5 and 2-4 in the Western Buckeye League. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to watch highlights from last week's win over the Shawnee Indians, brought to you by our friends at St. Mary's Foundry. We'll watch that. We'll be right back. We'll preview the two teams. We'll have the game time temperature and the kickoff right after this.
Memorial High School would like to congratulate Liz Schlomer in the 2023 homecoming court.
The color guard is coming by, and shortly after that we're going to have the national anthem defense. Doesn't stop Shawnee from coming out here right away, trying to throw a pass. The defense is all over it. Number 9,
it's wide
striker,
open.
taking it around the end.
Wow.
And he's in for a touchdown. Shawnee's. Number 2, Lions not going to get it.
Nope.
St. Mary's defense stepping up again, second week in a row on a 2-point conversion.
He's going to kick it.
Yeah, so he kicks it deep. Trey Moore takes it around the 3-yard line. He's quick. He catches up to that line, and he's going forward. Trey Moore to the 40. Trey Moore makes a cut to the 50, 45, and he'll be right this time. Maybe watch his feet. He's going to hand the ball off this time to Colton Mabry, and he's in for a St. Mary's touchdown. Made all of his extra points except for 2 this year. That kick looks up.
It's good.
Kick is good.
This kicker must have the leg to get it there.
St. Mary's playing a little bit safe. That's
and
blocked. That ball's live. And he picks it up. He's at 50, to the 40, to the 30, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Carter Steinberg smartly.
It's pretty decent.
And they're going to him again.
And he's going to be in.
Colton Mabry falls into the end zone. Absolutely. Snap back. Rush's kick is up, and it's good. Christian Jones, Derek Lyons back there.
Oh, short kick. Maybe he tried to pooch it. It's going to be.
They've
got it. They've got it.
That's a. Wallace is back under the ball. The handoff to
Osborne.
Osborne breaks tackle.
Boy, he runs hard. He runs. Yep. He's in there.
Dominic Osborne's in for a touchdown.
Yep. Kick is down. It's up. It's through. St. Mary's.
Not a ball if you got an opening. He's
under
pressure.
St. Mary's is coming.
Spiker throws the ball down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. No flags on the field, and that's a huge stop for the St. Mary's defense. 2 seconds left. Play gets off.
Get it off.
And he's got Kevin Perry, number 7.
Number 7.
Around the corner, no one around. Snaps back, kicks up, kicks good. 4.5 minutes left here in the in the third quarter.
Screenplay.
Screens passed up.
Oh, he's going to go.
Number 2, Lyons scrambles in the end zone.
Good job there. Good, nice run.
Let's see. An offense just control the clock like this.
Yep. Oh, 14's got the football.
Jacob Kessler has got some speed, comes around the outside.
Now.
Wallace hands it back off to Kessler. Kessler hurdles some guys, and he's going to be
short
down
goal
just
for the Riders.
Wallace under center.
He's in.
QB sneak. He's in the end zone. Rush with the kick. Holds good. Kicks good. Time of possession, 24 minutes and 8 seconds to Shawnee's 13. And that's just hard to do if you're not scoring every drive.
We got a tackle for loss. Possibly 33. Let's just see if we can get
33 right there, yep.
Yep, 33 is Hunter
Mabry.
Yep, good job by Hunter.
St. Mary's takes their time. Wallace hands the ball off to Osborne. He's got some space.
He's
to the 20, to the 10. Osborne's going to walk in untouched per carry. Snaps back, holds good, kicks up. Kick is good. Lions took the toss, tried to stop and throw it, but he got hit right as he passed it, looking for number 7. And a couple tight ends in here for Shawnee. Ball is snapped over the head. Noah Dixon wants it. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Riders recovered in the end zone. 33.
Touchdown. They're going to give
Hunter
to be perfect on the night. Pick is up. 7 for 7.
Pretty nice night for Logan Rush. Under center.
They're going to take a knee here, Zach. Snap it. They're going to take the delay. Officials didn't call it.
Victory formation.
That'll be it.
So with as the clocks run off, as the time runs off the clock here, St. Mary's will win this going away 49-12 on homecoming night. The St. Mary's Rough Riders defeat the Shawnee Indians
and go to 3-5 on the year.
That's right.
All righty, we welcome you back once again to Robinson Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. We hope you enjoyed our highlights from last week's 49-12 win over the Kenton or the Shawnee Indians, brought to you by the St. Mary's Foundry. Tonight, Zach, the Rough Rider defense, who has the number 1 passing defense in the Western Buckeye League, will face the number 1 passer in the Western Buckeye League. So your thoughts on that matchup? Well,
we finally saw last week St. Mary's really put together all 3 phases of the game, offense, defense, and especially special teams with some big plays there. It's going to be exciting to see which side breaks. I honestly think we'll probably see a little bit of both. Kenton will get their shots tonight. They'll get some scores. But I think our defense can step up and hopefully add to that turnover ratio that we've seen so well the past couple weeks.
You know, they got an outstanding quarterback in 6'2" junior Corbin Johnston, and he's been their quarterback since he was a freshman. And, you know, we said it back then 2 years ago when we saw them that, you know, they're going to take their lumps with him as a freshman, and that they did. But he's going to develop over time and turn out to be a very good quarterback, and that he has. So he is one of the top passing quarterbacks in the Western Buckeye League. He's one of the top rushing quarterbacks in the Western Buckeye League. So the Rough Rider defense will have their hands full tonight trying to contain them. Of course, they'll line up with 4 wide receivers. I don't think you'll see anybody in the backfield with him because he'll either throw it or he will run it himself. So those are the 2 options they got. So the defense is going to have to put pressure on him, keep him contained, and inside the pocket, put a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, Kenton's not as dangerous as maybe they used to be. You know, they're not going to – I don't think they're going to just throw down the field all night. Not as explosive, I should say, as they used to be, but they're still very dangerous. This is still a high-powered offense.
Well, their offense is averaging about 26 points a ball game, so they're putting some points on the board. The problem lies is their defense. Their defense is like 9th in the Western Buckeye League in points allowed. They're giving up 35 points a ball game. The Riders come in with a scoring offense of about 20 points per game. The defense is giving up 20.4. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Right now they're getting ready to play the national anthem. The Kenton High School marching band is on the field to do that. So we're going to break away. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the Rough Riders. We'll have the game time temperature and the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
All righty, welcome you back to Robinson Field in Kenton, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. We want to give a couple of special shout-outs before we talk a little bit about the Rough Riders for the kickoff. We want to give a special shout-out to Doug Spencer, who filled in for both of us last week on the Bo Fry Show and Rules of the Game. So we want to thank Doug for doing that. And also we want to give a special shout-out to Kenton Athletic Director Brett Purcell. And I'll tell you what, from talking to the guys in the truck prior to coming up to the booth, they said he has gone above and beyond to make us feel welcome here at Robinson Field. So, again, we want to thank Brett Purcell, the athletic director here at the Kenton, at Robinson Field. Now, keep in mind, a couple years ago, we couldn't get here because of some situations that took place. So, but I'll tell you what, we're very grateful for the work that he has put in to allow us to get here.
Yeah, it's been a few years, I think, since I don't think Rider Nation Station has ever been able to do a game here, so it's exciting that we're finally knocking this one off our list. And I think the last time I was here personally, Joe, I was talking about you beforehand, it was the crazy game a few years ago where we gave up something like 600 yards of passing offense, but we still won the game. I think we rushed for 500 yards, and we were able to hold them to they weren't able to score a couple times, and that was the only difference in the game. A lot of rushing and passing in that game back then. Hopefully our defense can step up and do a little bit better tonight. Absolutely. And our offense can take advantage of this defense that, as you said, has not been very good.
Well, our Fowler TV game time temperature is about, 60?
62.
What?
62 degrees.
62 degrees. Well, that dropped like 5 degrees since we arrived. So
sun went down.
Well, we're glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. Settle in. And I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of Rough Rider fans across the way. They're here to support the Riders. But if they're not there, I hope they're watching. So this Varsity Lanes kickoff return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Back to receive the kickoff is Trey Moore and Carter Steinberg. Both are standing at about the 15-yard line, so apparently the kicker, Dylan Searson, doesn't have much of a leg. So we'll see here shortly how it all plays out. It is extremely short. It comes up to a short man. This is Mabry. Mabry will bring it up, and a nice return, so the Rough Riders will have a good field position to start the first possession for the Riders here in the game.
Not a very deep kick, and a good job by Colton Mabry of getting a couple 10, 15 yards out of that. And now it's time for the Rough Rider offense to get things going on this first drive. I don't think you want to let Kenton get up on you at all tonight.
You know, the Rough Riders over the last few weeks have gotten a pretty good starting field position to start the ball game. Perry in motion, give the ball to Osborne. He'll sweep to the left.
He's got room. Ooh.
Brought down at about the 49-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 for the Rough Riders.
Watch the replay here, Joe. Good blocks from the guards out in front. Osborne's just one little tackle away from taking that down the sidelines.
I think one of the things that you hopefully will agree with me on is the offensive line is getting a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. Across the line, Carson Sturwold, Will Glass, Camden Roth, Tanner Mealy,
Keaton
Terry
Fishbaugh.
Ambrowski, Keaton Fishbaugh. We've seen marked improvement from that group.
Colton Mabry was the ball carrier on the previous play. Give him a gain of about 3. We'll call it 3rd down and 1. The ball is in Kenton territory. Turn, give the ball to Mabry. He has a tap house at the square, 1st down, and they'll move the chains.
So far, Kenton not showing that they're going to be able to stop St. Mary's tonight at all. 6-7 yards on all these carries. Nobody in the backfield really disrupting things. And good surge from St. Mary's offensive line.
Of course, this rushing offense for the Rough Riders is first in the Western Buckeye League, averaging 240 yards a game. Kenton's defense is giving up about 196 yards per game. So nice carry by Osborne. Go ahead.
Osborne just with a little halfback trap there. We've seen them go to that a couple times, move Colton Mabry to the outside, try to speed things up with putting one of your halfbacks at fullback and run a trap. And Osborne does not disappoint with a nice 5 yards.
We'll call it 2nd down and 5 for the Rough Riders. Turn, quick pitch. It goes to, let's see, who gets up? Is that
Osborne?
Osborne?
Yep.
Give him a gain of a couple. We'll call it 3rd down and a long 3 for the Rough Riders. You need the roster.
First 3rd down, I think, of the night maybe for the offense so far.
Yep.
4th down territory, and it looks like Kenton jumped. Question
we've
is,
got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play.
Going against Kenton.
It's going to go against Kenton, so the Rough Riders.
5-yard penalty, moves the ball to the 29-yard line, brings up 1st and 10.
Shouted out the offensive line earlier, and got to give a shout out to Ross Bowman too. Big number 78. He's been in there a lot of downs this year. We've seen a lot of sets where it's heavy to one side, and he's that man that goes across the way and really done a nice job and improved.
Carter Steinberg with motion. And we got another Roots Pub penalty flag on the play, so this is going to negate the 5 yards that they gained by Kenton being offside.
At least it's a 1st down, though.
Yes.
So we got a 1st down out of it, and now we're back to the same spot, but we're still 1st down, fortunately.
So we'll call it 1st and 15 for the Rough Riders. The ball is placed at the Kenton Wildcat 34-yard line. See on your screen, 8:50 remaining here in the 1st quarter on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Man in motion is Osborne. And we got another Roots penalty pub, so somebody's not on the right page.
Yeah, Keaton Fishball on that side. Not sure what he was thinking there. Just falls forward. I'm not sure. Yeah, that was him moving.
Boy, this will give Coach Gray Harris 2 false start penalties like that. That, to me, is just lack of concentration. Because you know the snap count. You know when the ball is going to be snapped. You move on the snap of the football.
I just saw Coach Bo Fry talking to the official. I don't know if maybe he thinks that their calls are getting called. That would explain it a little bit. Wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility with Kenton.
There's Mabry, cuts back, brought down at the 25-yard line, so he picks up a big chunk of yardage.
Excellent job from Mabry. I didn't know who had the ball.
Was 1st and 20, and he got a lot of that back. So we're going to call it 2nd down and we'll call it 6.
What a run from Mabry.
Colton Mabry on the year, 110 carries, 638 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.8 yards per carry.
Wow.
And here comes Kevin Perry to the 10, to the 5, cut back, and touchdown, Rough Riders.
What a sweep. Nobody around from Kenton out there.
That's a Fowler TV touchdown, and we'll have a Fowler TV point after attempt coming. So the Rough Riders are on the board with 7:44 remaining here in the 1st quarter. Got people down field blocking. That's a nice block right there.
Camden Roth. It's a great sign when you got your guard 10 yards down the field, past your running back.
Absolutely.
Leading the way.
Logan Rush will do the attempt out of the hold of Carter Steinberg. Snap is back. Anytime. There you go. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 7:44 remaining here at Robinson Field, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7 and the Kenton Wildcats nothing. Back with the Varsity Lanes Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and then Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Back at Kenton High School, Robinson Field, the site of this Western Buckeye League encounter between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Kenton Wildcats. And, of course, the Rough Riders have 2 more games remaining, and they'll both be at the Grand Lake Health Systems Field against the Elida Bulldogs and the Kenton Wildcats. And
Bath Wildcats.
Who did I say?
He said the Kenton Wildcats.
Well, we're playing them now. And the Bath Wildcats, thanks. And, you know, I had an opportunity to look at the computer rankings in Division 4, and right now the Rough Riders are standing at number 15, and they take the top 16 teams. So the Rough Riders have to win out in order to have their shot at postseason play.
In the driver's seat, but 2 very hard games coming up with Elida and Bath. Bath is just improving every week, and Elida's been pretty solid all year.
This Varsity Lane kickoff is being returned by Preston Collins, number 1. 6'2" senior for the Kenton Wildcats. Now onto the field is Corbin Johnston. He is, as I mentioned, one of the premier quarterbacks in the Western Buckeye League, and of course they'll run probably pretty much a no-huddle offense. They'll call the play from the line of scrimmage. Johnson will be in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right, or 3 to the right.
Yeah, it'll be 5 wide a lot of the night.
Man in motion is Clayman Beasley.
False start.
And we've got a Roots Pub penalty flag. We've got movement on Kenton's very first play from the line of scrimmage. We're going to mark it off 5, and it'll be 1st and 15.
5-yard penalty, they said 1st and 15.
St. Mary's did that. He kept themselves 10 yards before they picked up 14 on the next play.
Yeah, looking 77, just ready to start blocking. Good 5 seconds before the snap.
Wanted to look things over a little bit.
Maybe he's been watching that film. He knows how good that St. Mary's defensive line has been. That being said, we've got 1 down lineman right now.
Johnson changing the play, obviously. Like you said, when you look down and see 1 down lineman. And the pass is complete to Clayman Beasley. He's to the 30. He's to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Kenton. Boy, and just like that, 30 seconds it took them to answer with a touchdown of their own.
Yeah, not bad coverage. Jacob Kessler just has to have a better angle on that. You can't just push them too. You got to tackle them.
Kenton Wildcats will go for 2. Johnson, all alone, is out there to the right. Not really sure who number 25 is, but we'll get that for you. So with 7:25 remaining here in the first quarter, it's the Kenton Wildcats 8, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. Back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff return right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Back at Robinson Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, and boom, just like that, the Kenton Wildcats answer with 8 points of their own. This Rough Rider return is brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes, and back to receive the kickoff is Trey Moore and Carter Steinberg. Are standing at the 15. Keep in mind, the last time the Kenton Wildcats kicked off on the opening kickoff, it went short to about the 30, where Colton Mabry was able to handle it. It's going to be another short kick, and Mabry has it at the 25. He's up to the 40, and he'll get to about the 43-yard line, so we'll see how things shake out for the Rough Riders on their second offensive possession. I want to remind everybody along the way that is watching, we've got our big Rough Rider replay between the first and second quarter, and of course, in the third quarter, we'll have a visual Rough Rider trivia question for you. Osborne on the carry. We'll get a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it second down and 6. Go ahead.
Just a little straight dive there from the Riders. That's a common play that we ran a lot against Kenton, because Kenton does an odd front. So they put a nose tackle. They usually call it a slant tackle. They have them slanted against the center, and they leave some pretty big holes over the guards and tackles, and it's an easy spot to try to catch a quick 4 or 5 yards if you can run it quick.
Carson Sturwald out over the football. He's the center. Turn, give the ball to Mabry to the 50. And that'll be a tap house at the square, first down.
Just another good trap from St. Mary's so far. Just really good domination by the offensive line again. Joe, did you see today that Rider Nation Station posted on their Facebook? We've got a merch website now.
Yep. Rider Nation Station has partnered with Albert Sporting Goods. So we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play. So we partnered with Albert's to bring our viewers Rider Nation Station apparel. And so you can go online and check that out, and you're able to order online, and it's glad to have them along as partners for Rider Nation Station apparel.
Some neat things: long sleeve shirts, quarter zips,
hats.
Yep.
Hoodies. I just don't know what to say about that one. Nice pickup by the Rough Riders. That's Carter Steinberg on the carry. He's got a number of carries this year. He's done extremely well in the backfield when he steps in.
Regular backfield back in. Yep, Mabry left half. Right heavy trade, 5 guys.
Yeah, St. Mary's has done a nice job of rotating backs in and putting some Jacob Kessler and Kevin Perry in some positions where they can make huge runs, just because the defense is so focused on Osborne and Mabry.
Steinberg in motion. Give the ball to Mabry. There he goes. He's to the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, and that's a Fowler TV touchdown for Colton Mabry.
Joe, that was another one of those straight dives, and Kenton leaves that wide open every time. And basically, if you just get a man on the linebacker, or if the linebacker just doesn't make a good read, I remember vividly running that senior year against Kenton. Justin Noggle took one 40, 50 yards into the end zone, just like that, right through there.
Yeah, once he's through there, there's nobody there.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Kenton loads the line, and they just don't have people in the secondary that can tackle you if you get past them like that.
So the Rough Riders on the Family Audiology scoreboard. They lead now 13-8. 2-point conversion coming, and Kessler, I believe, is in for the 2-point conversion. And so the Rough Riders now lead with 5:09 remaining here in the first quarter. On the Family Audiology scoreboard, St. Mary's Rough Riders 15, the Kenton Wildcats 8. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Back at Robinson Field, Kenton, Ohio, Joe Hurlburt alongside Zach Farrell. Rider Nation Station bringing you this Western Buckeye League clash between the Kenton Wildcats, the number 1 passing team in the Western Buckeye League, against the number 1 rushing team in the Western Buckeye League, the St. Mary's Rough Riders. And the Rough Riders have scored both times they've touched the football in this first quarter. The Kenton Wildcats has scored the only time they've touched it. And the Rough Riders lead 15-8. And this Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's.
Joe, I should not have been talking about that last game I was here.
Oh, yeah.
600 yards passing, 500 yards rushing, just back and forth all night like this. I want to see the defense step up and get a stop here.
Preston Collins, return man for the Kenton Wildcats, and we've got a Roots Pub penalty flag dropped about the 31-yard line.
I think it's going to be holding. I think we saw a couple of St. Mary's guys get real twisted around.
Well, that'll negate a nice run by Preston Collins. But with this Kenton high-powered offense, I don't think it really makes much difference.
No, 5-10 yards isn't going to bother them.
So, again, the defense has their work cut out for them on this high-powered passing offense of the Kenton Wildcats, so it's going to mark them back.
Hard to see in the replay there. Maybe that block in the back that just went out of the screen, but
Corbin Johnson, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Turns, throws out. Oh, a nice tackle.
Well, Kessler didn't push him that time. That was a nice,
absolutely
nice breakdown, wrap-up tackle. Jacob Kessler. Oh, I apologize. That's Luke Bournes, number 12. Nice job from Luke. Textbook tackle there.
Pass was completed to Blaine Bushong.
Another
sophomore.
Another
Roots Pub penalty.
Yeah, another false start from Kenton. It's number 5 so far. 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and Kenton's got 4 penalties already.
Corbin Johnson in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. The ball's knocked down by Owen Ott, the freshman. Plays with a little emotion, doesn't he?
Absolutely,
Boom.
But gosh, I don't think we keep track of batted balls, but I want to say 6 or 7 on the year.
You remember a couple years ago, Dylan Giesecke was a master of knocking the ball down.
Yes.
Johnson in the gun. Receiver across the middle, and the pass is incomplete.
Good coverage, and the receiver still almost made a great catch, but we'll take 4th and 15.
Pass was intended for Grady Clayman Beasley. Good defense by the Rough Riders. It'll bring up 4th down and 15, a punting situation for Kenton, and that'll bring in their punter, Sam Taylor, averaging about 33 yards per punt. So you have Steinberg and Moore standing at their own 46, 47-yard line. And that'll come to Steinberg. Steinberg will make a couple of moves and get it across, obviously, midfield. And he is brought down at the Kenton 42-yard line.
That's great field position. Joe, last week, St. Mary's ended the night with field position at the 50-yard line as an average.
Wow.
At halftime, they had field position of the other 40-yard line. Just some great special teams play.
Kevin Perry, the ball carrier for the Rough Riders. We'll give him a gain of 1. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Rough Riders' 3rd possession of the ball game. They've scored on their first 2 touches.
That's about the first big stop that Kenton has done, though, all night. Hopefully
Quick pitch to Mabry. Gets the corner. He'll pick up a 1st down and more as he busts close to the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone. He's going to be a little bit short. They're going to say he was knocked out of bounds at the Kenton 29-yard line.
Maybe he's just running through tackles tonight, Joe.
He's just a bull.
Yep.
He's just a bull. He's a hard-nosed runner, just a junior. We'll have him and Osborne in the backfield along with Caleb Schmidt next year.
As well as a lot of the offensive line.
Osborne up the middle on the trap. He's going to be a little bit short of a or a tap house at the square 1st down, but we'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and a short 2. Full house in the backfield. Osborne on the carry, doesn't get much. Yeah. Good defense by the Kenton Wildcats. So
he got blown up by that slant nose tackle and nearly lost the ball, fell down a little bit. Good job by Osborne of securing it when he came to the ground.
It'll bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 2 for the Rough Riders. Obviously, I believe the Rough Riders are in 2-down territory. Carson Sturwald out over the football. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. He'll bounce outside. He'll pick up the tap house at the square 1st down. They'll move the chains, and the Rough Riders are in the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, making sure that you are always in your comfort zone. Stop in and see our friends at Kogi Plumbing and Heating.
Well, Kenton's sitting on some of those dives that they just got burned on, so St. Mary's mixed it up. That was a fullback dive, which hits a little bit further to the outside and gives you an extra lead blocker with your halfback there.
Here comes Mabry around the corner to the right. He's to the 10, to the 5. He's got the corner. Touchdown, Rough Riders. But we've got a Roots penalty flag on the field. We'll see who that's again.
I think it's going to be holding, unfortunately.
I was just going to ask you, prior to the snap, if you noticed anything kind of that sticks out in your mind as far as the direction, the side that the Rough Riders were running to. To me, it seemed like they were running left. And all of a sudden, boom, that next play, here comes Mabry on the corner. He got the corner. Unfortunately, the Rough Riders are going to be tagged for holding. They'll move the ball back, so it'll be 1st down and 20. Ball is placed at the Kenton 26-yard line.
It's a huge loss, but hopefully Riders can make it up here.
Osborne gets the outside.
Cuts back.
Nice cut by Osborne, and boy, he's leveled right there.
Great job from Colton Mabry working his way across the field to try to get a block in at the end of the play. Look at him right there. Boom.
Oh, gee.
I said try to get a block in. He got a block in.
He got him. Yeah, he got him.
Can we get another replay of that? That was worth a second replay. Osborne up the side. Colton Mabry working all the way from the right side of the field.
And here he comes.
Here he comes, head of steam, number 9. It's 27.
Just peels him off, Osborne.
Clean 2, got him in the shoulder, didn't
So they
go to the head.
They got to reset the clock. So that bought us a little bit of time. 1:24 remaining in the first quarter. The clock is running. Rough Riders lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard, 15-8. Full house in the backfield. Turned, give the ball to Mabry. And it's touchdown, Colton Mabry.
Well, he just strolled into the end
So
zone.
that's a Fowler TV touchdown. The Fowler TV point after is coming. So a good job by that offensive line. And so the Rough Riders here in the first quarter, 3 touches, 3 touchdowns. That's pretty good. Logan Rush on to attempt the point after. This Fowler TV point after coming. Steinberg will hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:06 remaining here in the first quarter, it's the Rough Riders 22, the Kenton Wildcats 8 on your Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll be back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
All righty, back at Robinson Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, where your Rough Riders lead 22-8 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. This kickoff is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's.
Need to give a lot of credit to Logan Rush and that extra point team. Made all 7 extra points last week.
He's perfect here.
Perfect tonight. Only 2 misses on the year. That's nice to have that kind of consistency, and relying on the extra point is huge. We've seen several WBL teams forced to go for 2 every time.
I'm gonna put a request out to our Rider Nation viewers. Remember a few years ago we had a punter and a kicker, Brandon Bowers. He went to junior college out in California. He saw some action out there as a freshman. We haven't heard word of what he's doing and how he's doing and what's going on. So if anybody out there watching knows how Brandon Bowers is doing, feel free to put it in the comments section, and we'd love to kind of bring an update as to what he's doing. Now he had a leg.
Yeah, talented. Cameron Dameyer made a nice tackle on that kickoff there, Joe. A pretty big hole for Kenton's Kenton's kick returner to get through.
So the Kenton Wildcats will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 61 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Johnston back in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, or his left, 2 to the right. Pass across, it's to number 12. That's Clayman Beasley right down the middle of the field. He's to the 15, to the 10, 5, touchdown.
That's his 2nd of the night, Joe. He was the one with the big reception and run.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's got 2 receptions for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. He's quick when he gets the ball, and he's not doing anything fancy, just single coverage, and nobody in their area able to get a hand on him.
So the Kenton Wildcats are on the board. They've pulled within 8, going for the 2-point conversion. Man in motion. Johnson in the shotgun. Stands up. Rough Riders are not going to stop him, and Johnson completes the 2-point conversion. So it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 22, the Kenton Wildcats 16 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the kickoff right after this.
All Glaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or allglazeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. All Glaze Equipment Rental.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Back at Robinson Field, where the Kenton Wildcats have scored and added on a 2-point conversion. They trail by 6 with 51 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 22-16. This kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Last 2 kickoffs by Dylan Searson has been short, and Colton Mabry is standing at about the 30. He's returned the last 2. So apparently the Rough Riders have scouted this out pretty good because they've got Moore and Steinberg at about the 10. This one's going to come to Steinberg at the 16-yard line. Steinberg will get it back to about the 30-yard line, so the Rough Riders will have about 45 ticks of the clock here in the first quarter to see what they can do with it.
There's a flag down too, though.
And, of course, a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field.
Be holding against St. Mary's, I think.
So that's going to move it back from the spot of the foul.
Let's try to see here somewhere around that 30-yard line. Hard to see. You can see the flag coming in there, but.
So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 20-yard line. Wide receiver split to the left. Turn. Give the ball to Mabry. He'll get about 2 on the play. Clock continues to run. Game clock's at 30. The play clock's at 32, so the Rough Riders can obviously let the run out, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
No, they're going to try to get a play off here.
Trey Moore on the sweep to the right. And he'll pick up a tap house at the square first down. Nice run by Trey Moore.
It's actually Kevin Perry, Joe.
It was Kevin Perry?
Yep.
I apologize. Good run by Kevin Perry. Clock will run, and the time should run out here in the first quarter. That's going to end the first quarter with a score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. It's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 22, the Kenton Wildcats 16. It's time now for our Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by our friends at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244. We hope you enjoy this edition of our Big Ralph Rider replay.
The Rough Riders will have done it again in 1993. We're 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on home. You can put them on the bus. It is over. The St. Mary's Memorial Rough Riders win it.
All righty, back at Robinson Field. We hope you enjoyed that edition of our Big Ralph Rider replay.
Put them on the bus.
Put them on the bus. So the second, we had a lot of scoring in the first quarter. As a matter of fact, we had 38 points scored between the two teams. So they were up and down, up and down, up and down. So we'll see what happens. Both defensive has failed to show up yet. So hopefully that'll change for the Rough Riders, and they'll be able to get some stops here in the second quarter. Sturwald out over the football for the Rough Riders. Cody Wallace under center. And the Rough Riders will get nothing on that particular play. We'll call it second down. We'll call it 10.
Just check the stats a little bit. Joe Kenton's wide receiver there, number 12, Grady Clement Beasley, sitting on 148 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. on 2 catches.
2 catches.
Trying to do his best DJ Moore impersonation.
Colton Mabry on the carry. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it second down and 7.
Someone just took his legs out. Yeah, good pancake block there from someone.
So we're going to call it third down and 7 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at their own 41-yard line.
11 minutes ticking away here in the second quarter.
Up the middle is Mabry. He busts through. He's to the 40, to the 35, 30, 25, 20. Nobody's going to get him. Touchdown, Rough Riders. No flags. Touchdown, Rough Riders. Colton Mabry. You might want to go down and check his numbers, too.
Yeah. It is just a punch after punch tonight from these offenses. Selling lots of tickets.
So the Rough Riders will call timeout. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the Fowler TV point after right after this. Alrighty, full house in the backfield. Cody Wallace calls the signals. Long count at the line of scrimmage. Turn, give the ball to Mabry, and he'll go nowhere. So the Fowler TV point after touchdown is no good, but the Rough Riders score on a Fowler TV touchdown run by Colton Mabry, and on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 28, the Kenton Wildcats 16. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this. Alrighty, back at Robinson Field in Kenton, Ohio. Joe Hurlbut alongside Zach Farrell. We have ourselves what you call a track meet going on here.
Shootout.
One team scores, the other team answers. One team scores, the other team answers. So
Colton Mabry sitting on 11 carries for 154 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we got 10 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Logan Rush will he's going to approach the football. Ball is dropped on the field. And nice run by number 13. That's Carson DeLong.
Penalty.
So we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field.
Face mask.
Face mask against the Rough Riders, so they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Kenton Wildcats, and they'll have a pretty good field position to start this particular drive. They're going to place it down at the Kenton Wildcat 41-yard line.
Yeah, Logan Rush. Anytime you got to make the kicker make a tackle, there's a potential for face mask.
Johnston in the shotgun for Kenton.
Ooh.
Now pass is complete to Preston Collins.
They're calling it a catch. I thought it was a drop, but it may have just been that the ball was just loose, never hit the ground.
We'll call it 2nd and 2 for Kenton, and Johnston up the middle. Calls his own number, and he'll cross the 50-yard line, and the Kenton Wildcats will have a first down. That's the first rushing play we've seen all night from Kenton. Johnston in the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Rough Riders have a shot at him. They flush him out of the pocket, and pass was intended for Clayman Beasley. Noah Dixon out there in coverage.
Almost through one receiver's hands and into the others. I think it went through Maddox Hummels' hands out there. Beasley almost catches it behind him. False start again from Kenton.
Roots penalty flag on the field, so that'll be false start. Move them back. I'll tell you why. Both teams, the penalties have been the bugaboo. Seems like you get moving and then you just shoot yourself in the foot.
Well, they've been called a lot, but both teams have been making up for it with huge plays after the penalties.
Johnston got a man open. Zane Perkins on the catch for Kenton. It'll be a first down for the Wildcats.
Too much time in that pocket, too comfortable. Perkins just easily open on the outside there, 25 yards down the field.
Got to give Kenton offensive line a lot of credit. They're giving Johnston a lot of time to look over the secondary. Pass across the middle is complete to Preston Collins.
St. Mary's sent a blitz that time, forced a quick pass, but it's the problem with this Kenton offense. There's always an option.
Mm-hmm. He's going to go back to the right side. The pass is complete to number 4. Who you got as number 4?
Not on my list.
Not on my list either. That's Blaine Bushong, number 4. So we'll call it, we've got 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, just tried to run again.
Obviously, Kenton gets their plays from the sideline. Johnson, screen pass.
Oh! Noah Dixon, nice stick.
Nice screen to Bushong.
Fortunately,
you see on our Larry Schaff instant replay, nice pop right there by Noah Dixon.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the, or excuse me, 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 6-yard line. Johnston attempts to go up the middle. Hunter Mabry, the first person to get to him, followed by Cameron Dameyer. Cleans things up, so we'll give him a gain of 1 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line. Johnston looks to the right, pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Preston Collins. So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Kenton Wildcats, obviously in 4-down territory.
Grady Beasley entered a ball game again for Kenton, number 12. Third and 5, got to think about screen here or a quick pass.
Corbin Johnson looks over the defense. Passes up, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, ran a nice looking play right there. Slant took the coverage away right away. You can see they had a man open behind there. Just overthrew it.
So this is a big play for the Rough Riders. We've got a timeout on the field with a score. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 28, the Kenton Wildcats 16 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
It'll be 4th and goal for the Kenton Wildcats.
Biggest play of the game for St. Mary's defense here.
Ball is placed at the 5-yard line, of course. A little different set on the right side of the formation. Got a man in motion. Johnson dropped the football. He's going to tuck it and go, and he's going to score. So Corbin Johnson from 5 yards out scores for the Kenton Wildcats.
Kenton just flooded that right side of the line, put a bunch of men out there, and just told Johnson, roll that way. If someone's open, throw it. If not, take a shot at the end zone. And he gets in by about 6 inches.
So is 7:24 to go in the first half. It's the Wildcats trailing the Rough Riders 28-22, and obviously they're going to go for 2. Put a man in motion. He'll turn and go the other direction. They'll throw it to him, and the pass is complete, and the 2-point conversion is good, as the receiver was Blaine Bushong. So touchdown and 2-point conversion is good with 7:24 remaining in the first half. The Kenton Wildcats have pulled to within 4 of the Rough Riders. Rough Riders lead 28-24. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the Kenton kickoff right after this.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
So the Kenton Wildcats have pulled to within 4 points of the Rough Riders. They trail 28-24 here at Robinson Field in Kenton, Ohio. Pretty much what you expected?
Unfortunately, I'm not shocked. I expected our defense to do a little bit better. This, as I said before the game, this Kenton offense is dangerous, but they're not as explosive as they have been in previous years. And I got to eat my words right away as they got a receiver taking the ball 75 yards to a touchdown on the second play of the game.
Well, of course, if you've noticed here in the first half, Kenton's passing attack, very seldom have you seen here in the first half the Kenton Wildcats go deep, which I say deep, I'm talking 25, 30 yards down the field. They've all been within the 10, 15-yard range. Steinberg. That kickoff return was brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. So the Rough Riders will have 7-18.
First time that the kick's really been kicked back to the deep backs
deep
there.
Man. Yeah, yep. Absolutely. So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 38-yard line.
Well, offense has to keep answering and
absolutely
has to figure out how to make some 2-point conversions probably too.
Here comes Osborne.
Look at face mask.
And here comes a Roots penalty flag on the play. So it'll be a face mask penalty on the Kenton Wildcats, so we'll tack on another 15, I believe.
Ken coach is upset, but we were able to see it from up here. He pulled his mouthpiece out too, it looked like.
Yeah, there's his mouthpiece. And then the Kenton kid throws it another 3 yards. Like he's not going to be able to find that yellow mouthpiece on the green field. Come on.
Kenton being Kenton sometimes.
That's right.
What Denny Long say last year? And
that was funny. Mabry to the 40, to the 35, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at the 30. Of course, Denny Long was a longtime coach with head coach Skip Bachman, and many, many rivalries, great ball games between the two. And we talked about the game last week when we did our coaches show, and Denny said, he wouldn't say much when we talked about Kenton. He goes, I don't like the town, I don't like the people, and I don't like the water tower. And I thought, okay.
I hate that. I think he's a little stronger. I think he said he hated the town and hated the water tower.
Exactly. Osborne in motion. Give the ball to Mabry. He's to the 21-yard line before he's brought down, so a nice run by Colton Mabry. He's had himself one whale of a first half. So you know what could make the difference in this ball game? One defensive stop.
Right. Yeah, St. Mary's has had one.
Yep. And that's pretty much
and
the difference in the ball game.
Yep, just the 2-point conversions after that have made up the difference.
Yep. Second down, we'll call it less than one. Osborne will pick up the tap house at the square first down. So we'll move the football. It'll be inside the 15-yard line. They'll spot the ball at the Kenton Wildcat 14-yard line.
It's an interesting strategy here with the clock, too. You know, if you're St. Mary's, you'd love to run down 7 minutes and put the ball in the end zone right before half. But you can't do it against you're getting too big of runs here. You're going to have to put it in and hope your defense can stop them again. Or if your defense gives it up, hope you still got 3 or 4 minutes left to put a final drive together.
Full house in the backfield. Wallace will turn, give the ball to Osborne. Osborne breaks one tackle, and he'll be close to the 5-yard line. We're going to place the ball at the 6 of Kenton. Got reception yet?
No, but I think they're going to help us out in the trailer for later.
Good. We'll call it second down and 2 for the Rough Riders after a gain of 8 by Osborne. He's had himself a good first half as well. Full house in the backfield. Wallace under center. Turn. Give the ball to Osborne. Squares his shoulders. Gets it inside the 5. They're going to mark it at about the 3-yard line. So I'm pretty sure when this is all said and done, we'll have 2 running backs over 100 yards. And we've had that been close a couple of times this season where one would have 150 and then somebody would have 94. So our offensive line continues to get better each and every week, as Coach Fry has often alluded to on his program.
Yeah, we probably are really close right now to already having 2 over 100.
So we're going to call it first and goal. The ball is at the 3-yard line. Wallace turned, give the ball to Osborne, squares his shoulders, and it's
just short.
Going to be a little bit short, so we'll call it second down, and we'll call it 1. Second down and goal, rather, at the 1-yard line.
That's okay. Clock keeps ticking.
And that's okay.
Yep.
That's another thing that hasn't worked to the advantage of the Rough Riders because of long gains and touchdowns. They don't get to work any clock.
Right.
So now we got a timeout on the field with 4:14 remaining. The score on the Family Audiology scoreboard: Rough Riders 28, Kenton 24. Back right after this.
I'm sure your camping season was a lot of fun this year. So don't lose a minute of fun next year. At Kill RV Service, we're scheduling repairs for the winter season as well as remodel and insurance work. And due to high demand, we're offering 2 Saturday winterizing drive-thrus, October 14th and November 4th, both from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV Service. Call or visit us in Salina or online at killrv.com.
All righty, back at Robinson Field, I want to make mention that tomorrow night, doors open at 5 p.m. with the Eagles for the Rider Rooter Bingo. You can get tickets or you can purchase them at the door. So they do have some tickets left. And, of course, you will be one of the callers along with Mike Burkholder. So it should be a fun time.
Yeah, we have a good time calling bingo. And it's for a good cause. Rider Rooters helps out so many different sports, and we've seen a great job from the leaders of Rider Rooters of getting it going again. It's an easy keeper from Wallace.
Cody Wallace takes it in for a Fowler TV touchdown from 1 yard out, and the Rough Riders score again with 4:10 remaining here in the first half. So the Rough Riders have 34 points on the board. They'll try to tack on the PAT in whatever form that looks like. I think the last time they tried to go for 2. And I don't see Logan Rush.
No, they're not sure what's going on here. Saw him make a play call. Okay. Coach Fry talking to the official about something. They're definitely going to go for 2 here.
So here's a question. Well, the play clock is running now. I was going to say, does the play clock come into effect on a 2-point conversion or something like that? And it does. So the ball is placed at the 3 yard line. The Rough Riders are going to go for 2. They're going to have to hurry. There's 6 seconds remaining on the play clock. Full house in the backfield. Up the middle goes Osborne. The 2-point conversion. The Fowler 2-point conversion is good, and the Rough Riders lead 36-24 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take another break. We'll be back with a Rough Rider kickoff right after this. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet. Back at Kenton, Ohio, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, and Rough Riders lead 36-24 on the Family Audiology scoreboard, and this kickoff is brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's.
It's interesting, Joe. We saw Logan Rush return to the kickoff duties. We had, Hunter Mabry for a couple weeks there.
Correct.
Some lower kicks, but into the end zone.
Hunter continues to do the punting for the Rough Riders. As a matter of fact, Hunter Sprague. Hunter Sprague leads the Western Buckeye League in punting. He's averaging 42 yards per punt.
Wow.
But he hasn't had the opportunity to show that leg here in this ball game. Logan Rush. Approaches the football, gets his foot into it, and it will come down to Collins, and he'll get it to about the 23-yard line. We have a Roots penalty flag flying in out of nowhere.
Block in the back on Kenton.
So they're going to move the ball back.
See if we can
see
it on the replay here.
Well, there's a couple.
Oh,
of
right
them.
there.
That was
Yep.
the one right there.
Number 14 on Luke Rammel.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Kenton Wildcats. Ball is placed at their own 13-yard line. So the Rough Rider defense needs to stop.
Well, we've seen a lot of close calls with tipped passes and Rough Rider defenders being close to picking it off. I'd love to see us get a turnover right here. Give the ball back to your offense with 2 or 3 minutes left and punch it back in again.
Blaine Bushong was the intended receiver. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Kenton. He's got a man in motion.
Oh, there it was.
There it was. Almost picked off.
I don't think he needed to hand it back to the offense. He was going to moonwalk that into the end zone there. Oh, man.
That was number 32, who had an opportunity to pick that one off.
Taylor Compton.
3rd and 10 for Kenton.
Just a freshman.
Boy, they have a couple of shots at him. And
ooh,
in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 13, Carson DeLong. So the Rough Rider defense held on that Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief money down. And so this is the first punt of the ball game.
Second.
Second punt for Kenton, right. Second punt for Kenton. Noah Dixon back along with Carter Steinberg. And the Rough Riders have plenty of time to put another one in the end zone before halftime.
Ooh, Rough Riders go after it. And
Steinberg lets it hit the turf, and it'll bounce back. Rough Rider roll, and it'll be touched at the, we'll call it the 38-yard line.
Coach Nicky Yale is fired up about his defense getting off the field that time. And
rightfully so.
Yes, and we need to see them take advantage of those interception opportunities, though. That's going to be huge potentially to hold on to this and win this game.
6146, again 930, 6146.
So the Rough Riders, 1st and 10, Osborne in motion. Turn, give the ball up the middle. Mabry still churning, still pushing, still chugging. And a nice gain by Colton Mabry.
Kenton players and fans wanting a false start call in St. Mary's. There's a little bit of twitching in the line there. Watch the left tackle, just a little bit. Bowman there, 78. But Mark Sisko talked about that. He said, if it's a little bit of motion, a little bit of movement, we're probably going to let them play it. Really, we want to see an actual start.
We'll call it 2nd down and 3. Perry gets a tap house at the square, 1st down.
Ho-hum for St. Mary's offense, just marching down the field again. Great push from the offensive line. Great play calling because we're seeing some penetration on the backside from Kenton, and we're just running away from it every time.
1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball is at the Kenton 22-yard line. Clock is running. Wing to the left. Wallace under center. Mabry busts through, butts to the outside. 10-5. Touchdown for Colton Mabry. That's a Fowler TV touchdown.
The only thing you don't like about that drive was it was a little too quick. Ken's got 2 minutes left here, but watch this trap up the middle from Colton Mabry. Good job blocking up front. 60, boom, nice block there. And the cut, broke his ankles. Colton Mabry making Colby Howard think twice.
Absolutely. So the Rough Riders will go for 2. This is the Fowler TV point after. Ball is tall, give the ball. Colton Mabry, and the 2-point conversion is good.
Ran the same play, Joe.
So on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Rough Riders 44, the Kenton Wildcats 24, with 2:27 remaining here in the first half. We'll be back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Logan Rush will but he'll do the kicking off for the Rough Riders.
While we're talking about kicking, Joe, Brian Bowers wants to let us know that Brandon Bowers is doing well, playing for Santa Barbara City College, second team all-league punter, and won a bowl game last year. He's the punter and kicker this year and continues to do well.
Very good. Kickoff. We'll go out of bounds. So that's actually a technical, it's a roots penalty flag on the play. So, well, that's good. But here's the deal with Brandon Bowers. This is it. It's just a 2-year school. Where does he go after this?
Yeah.
And, of course, the last I heard, Santa Barbara College was like into the feeder system, so to speak, of UCLA, USC.
Who are now Big Ten teams.
It could be a Big Ten. Well, yeah, it could be a Big Ten team. And somebody had said, I thought maybe, I don't know, I don't want to speculate, but I thought he had a look at Wisconsin. So that would be kind of cool.
But that was not the type of field position you want Kenton to have here with 2 minutes left.
No. Rough Riders have a chance at him. They got get him, contain him. He's going to pull it down and run. And Johnston's going to run out of bounds. Let's shoot up a little bit of time.
St. Mary's getting good pressure from their defensive line when they're rushing 3 or 4 there, but they're just not able to contain them and get that elusive sack.
Johnston, give him a gain of about 7 on the play.
Stayed in bounds, clock continues to run. Kenton has 2 timeouts.
Call it 2nd down and 3. Johnston has a man across the middle. The ball is knocked down.
Ooh, real close to another interception there.
Logan Compton or Taylor Compton?
I don't know. 31, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if defenders touched that. He might have been another pass into the back of his own player.
Johnston, and he's going to be close to a first down. I
don't think they're going to give it to him.
All depends on the spot.
First down marker is at the 45-yard line, and they're sitting up at the 46.
Is that a Roots penalty flag on the field? I don't see one. So it'll be
no penalty. They're just saying
4th down and short.
They're just saying that there was no teams were not set, so they couldn't run that play. Try to pass it, little screen pass.
They got him.
They got him.
A Spring Street storage sack, the first one of this contest. That was a big, big sack by the Rough Rider defense. Number 33, that's Hunter Mabry. Nice job chasing him down. So the Rough Riders,
Caleb Turner.
93, I'm sorry.
Spring Street storage sack.
So the Rough Riders have a minute 13. Ball is placed at the 50-yard line. Perry to the right. Well, we've got a Roots penalty flag on the field again.
Going to be holding on 59 for St. Mary's.
That's Will Glass.
He's a guard, and he met a guy in the backfield.
No, they're going to pick it up. They're going to wave it off.
Let's watch the replay here. 59, you can see he kind of had a hook underneath the arm, but
head coach Zach Turner pleading his case with the official, but falls on deaf ears. Wallace give the ball to Perry. They're going to reverse it back. Here comes Osborne. See if he can get the corner. He doesn't. We'll give him a gain of about 1 on the play. Clock continues. They caught a timeout on the field. We got a Miller Funeral Home timeout called by the Rough Riders. We're going to keep an eye on number 58. He's kind of hanging his shoulder. We'll check out that if we can. So with 51 seconds remaining, and the Rough Riders lead on the Family Auto scoreboard, 44-24. We'll be back right after this.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Back at Robinson Field, Kenton, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell.
58, Tanner Mealy with the arm hanging there a little bit, but he's tough. He's staying in the game, fighting through it.
So the Rough Riders will have the football. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. The ball is placed at the Kenton 34-yard line.
Sometimes those are stingers, you get hit in the shoulder and it goes numb and it hurts for a while, but you're okay. And the more you play on it, the more it comes back.
Wing to slot to the right. Wide receiver to the right for the Rough Riders. Wallace with a long count. The line of scrimmage. Turn. Give the ball to Mabry. Colton's going to be a little short of the first down.
Last timeout taken for St. Mary's.
And while they do that, we'll take a break. We'll come right back.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
All righty, back at Kenton, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching.
3rd and short, no timeouts from St. Mary's. They need to get a first down here.
And I believe they're going to get a Tap House at the Square first down. So that should move the chains. That'll stop the clock. I think they called two plays in the huddle.
Yep. Hurrying up here with the next play.
As soon as the chains are set, they can start the clock, and it's moving.
Little toss sweep.
Pitch to Mabry. We've got a Roots penalty flags all over the field. So this one's probably going to come back.
I think they're going to call holding on Carson Sturwell at the center. Probably going to force St. Mary's to try some passes here, Joe. Maybe over the top.
Well, I think what they're going to do is they brought Trey Moore into the offense. I think you're going to see him maybe try to go to the wide side of the field.
Run to the end.
Just try to outrun everybody to the end zone. I want to give a special shout out to Larry Schaff Auto Sales for sponsoring our instant replays. How's that a hold?
They called it chop block, but 15-yard penalty.
And also all the highlights. We should have a bunch of them for tomorrow. Sponsored by the St. Mary's Foundry. I want to thank those fine folks. They've been with us all year long. Trey Moore wide to the left. We'll see what happens with him. Yep, here comes Osborne. And we've got a helmet rolling on the field. That should
helmet
stop the
is going to
clock.
stop the clock. Amazing.
How St. Mary's get a timeout? I thought they were out.
The only thing I can think of is that timeout, the timeout down here. They first called it to St. Mary's, and then while it was in the timeout, he corrected it and said it was Kenton.
Went to Kenton. Okay, that makes sense.
They never updated the scoreboard, though, so I wasn't sure.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll keep it right here. So we'll see what the Rough Riders have. They still have 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. They have plenty of time to score because we've seen the Rough Riders score pretty much from anywhere on the field. I say they go up top. That's what I'm saying.
Now, what I don't understand is if it was Kenton's timeout down here in the red zone, then Kenton should only be at one timeout on the scoreboard as well. Hopefully the officials have the correct timeouts on their person.
Trey Moore goes wide to the left. Kevin Perry's in the backfield along with Colton Mabry. Turn, give the ball to them. Here's a reverse to Trey Moore. Oh, nice block. He's going to bounce to the outside. Now get to out of bounds. Nice run by Trey Moore. Still plenty of time, 11 and a half seconds remaining.
What a play call. Let's get a replay here. I want to show you, Joe, what a smart block
I saw
the
that.
lineman made.
Yep.
Watch right here. Puts his hands up because you're not allowed to take a big shot on somebody. Put your hands up, block with your chest. Don't get a call.
1st and 10. That picked up a tap house at the square first down.
Take a shot.
Wallace is going to go deep. And,
look, caught. Oh, they're saying out of bounds.
I think Kessler come up with the football, but they said he was out of bounds.
Wow.
Gee, all of a sudden a gust of wind has come through Robinson Field, and there's papers flying everywhere. There you see on our instant replay.
Ooh, probably a good call. I think he stepped out of bounds before he really got control of the football, but that's about as close as you can get.
Well, he took it away from the defensive back because he had it as well.
Well, the entire St. Mary's sideline of players are saying that Kenton had too many men on the field, tapping their heads there. A little confusion over the downs. Doesn't really make a difference. 4 seconds left. Probably going to be the last play no matter what.
So it'll be 4th down, and we're going to call it 8, but this could possibly be the last play of the first half. It's been a wild one here at Robinson Field.
Rain is moving in, Joe. Cold front coming through.
Well, it just came through.
Yep.
The wind picked up to about 30 mile an hour.
Temperatures dropped from 62 to 58.
Wind is behind the Rough Riders' back. Wallace is going to go up with the pass. Hook and ladder. Oh, that's live. That's live. So the Rough Riders get back. The ball carrier is tackled.
Couple penalties on the play.
And I'll tell you what, they fumbled the football too, so that would happen to be a Spring Street Storage turnover, but I think
maybe offsetting.
Well, offsetting penalties apparently as time runs out. That's going to end our first half of action here from Robinson Field in Kenton, where the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 44, the Kenton Wildcats 20. We'll be back with our Hewer Renovating halftime program right after this. I'll tell you what, that wind come up, it's crazy.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders! If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spies Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spies Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spies and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spies Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
All righty, back at Robinson Field in Kenton, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, where you see on your screen the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Marching Band performing for this crowd here in Kenton. Of course, before we take a look at our statistics in the first half, we want to give another thank you to Kenton AD Brett Purcell and all the things that he has done to help Rider Nation Station get on the air. He's going above and beyond the call of duty, and we again thank him for all his efforts to allow Rider Nation Station to be here. We're at the Hewer Renovating Halftime Show, brought to you by Hewer Renovating, your residential specialist. Call 419-394-8643 for all your home renovation needs. And we've got some interesting numbers and some big numbers in the first half. So, Zach?
It's unbelievable, Joe. These would be great stats for an entire game. Yep, and it's just the first half. First downs, St. Mary's 19, Kenton 7. Total yards, St. Mary's 392, Kenton 227. St. Mary's is 1 for 2 passing for 8 yards. Kenton is 7 for 17 for 199 yards. St. Mary's at halftime has 40 rushes for 384 yards. Kenton has 8 rushes for 28 yards. St. Mary's has 6 penalties for 50 yards. Kenton has 8 for 48 yards. St. Mary's is 4 for 5 on third downs, and Kenton is 0 for 4. St. Mary's has not punted. Kenton has punted twice. Average drive start, St. Mary's their 46.1 yard line. Kenton their 30.2 yard line. How about this for time and possession? St. Mary's 17 minutes, 28 seconds. Kenton 6 minutes, 32 seconds.
Wow.
And let's look at some of these individual ones too, Joe. Let's start out with Kenton. Corbin Johnston, 7 for 17, 199 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, QB rating of 178.33. Corbin Johnson, also their only rusher, 8 rushes, 28 yards, and 1 touchdown rushing. Of course, we know that they've got a lot of receivers. Grady, Clemon, was it Burkle? Beasley. Grady Clemon Beasley, still just with 2 catches for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. Blaine Bushong, 2 catches for 16 yards. Preston Collins, 2 catches for 13 yards. Zane Perkins, 1 catch for 22 yards. So spreading the ball out as we expected from Kenton. Let's look at the St. Mary's rushing now. Cody Wallace, 1 for 2 for 8 yards, complete on completions. passing, and the running backs. Colton Mabry, 16 rushes, 220 yards, 4 touchdowns at halftime. He is averaging 13.8 yards a rush. Dominic Osborne, 16 rushes, 83 yards, averaging 5.2 yards a rush. Kevin Perry, 5 rushes, 66 yards, averaging 13.2 yards a carry. And Trey Moore, that 1 rush for 13 yards. Carter Steinberg, only 1 rush for 1 yard. Cody Wallace, that QB sneak got him on the board. Luke Rammel caught the lone pass in that first half. We saw right there at the end of the game with that hook and ladder. Unfortunately, his toss on that was errant, and Kenton was able to return that for a little bit, but there were penalties, offsetting penalties that ended the drive, fortunately, or ended that play, fortunately, and ended the half. So that's a lot of stats in one half, Joe, but we've also got 44 and 24 on the board. So just a reminder, St. Mary's is up now at halftime, 44-24 on Kenton. We got about 9 minutes left for this Hewer Renovating halftime show.
Well, the Rough Riders did what we had talked about. The offenses were just marching up and down the field, answering one score after the other. You know, the Rough Rider defense needed to get a stop, and then the Rough Rider offense needed to score, and they did that. So that gave them a little bit of cushion, because at one point in time, the Kenton Wildcats were within 4 points of the Rough Riders, and now they find themselves down by 20. So they did exactly what they needed to do. The defense came alive, and they put some pressure on Johnston, and they also got him in a couple sacks. But nonetheless, and we still have another half to go, and it's it can go haywire anytime. So
a lead never feels like enough against
no,
Kenton.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more on our Hewer Renovating halftime show right after this.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
All-Glaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or allglazeequipmentrental.com, or just call 419-394-7883. All Glaze Equipment Rental.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
I'm sure your camping season was a lot of fun this year, so don't lose a minute of fun next year. At Kill RV Service, we're scheduling repairs for the winter season as well as remodel and insurance work. And due to high demand, we're offering 2 Saturday winterizing drive-thrus, October 14th and November 4th, both from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV Service. Call or visit us in Salina or online at killrv.com.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Alrighty, we'll welcome you back to Robinson Field, Kenton, Ohio, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along as you watch some of the highlights of the first half on our Larry Schaff Auto Sales replays.
So many plays.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of penalties. We're going to have a lot to look at for the rules of the game this week with Mark Sisko.
Well, while you take a look at the highlights in the first half, let's run the rounds and take a look at some of the scores in the Western Buckeye League. In the third quarter, the Defiance Bulldogs lead Bath 21-7. Salina in the fourth quarter leads OG Titans 20-0. Elida is getting thumped on by Wapak 30-3 at the half. And the Van Wert Cougars lead the Shawnee Indians by a score of 13-12. In the MAC, Marion Local leads Anna 35-8. Coldwater and New Bremen, a big game in the MAC, tied at 14-14. Minster leads Delphi St. John's 14-3. Fort Recovery and Parkway doing battle, 16-14. Fort Recovery on top. And Versailles leads St. Henry by a score of 21-6. So a lot of highlights to choose from. We'll have to narrow them down with, we talk to Coach Bo Fry next week in the Bo Fry Show. And, of course, rules of the game. Well, I'll just keep these and we'll use those.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, especially for the Bo Fry Show, where you don't have to replay a bunch of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dominic Osborne has stood out to me as well in the first half, so it was kind of surprising that he hadn't reached 100 yards to this point.
Yeah, it felt like he should have more yards than that. It's just I think that he's had such tough yards. He's gotten 5 or 6 each time. It hasn't really had a big, long run. And Mabry has had a couple of those real big runs. Defense has improved.
They have.
From the first quarter, but, you know, it just never feels safe with any kind of lead.
Absolutely.
Against Kenton.
To start the second half, the game time temperature brought to you by Fowler TV is what? What do you have on your
57 degrees.
57 degrees. And,
started
of course,
62.
probably a couple minutes to go in the first half as a wind came through here and come from the south, and it dropped the temperature in a hurry. Doug Spencer comes up. He's got his hood on. He's got parka on, whatever you've got, but it's kind of...
Time temperature is warmer in here than what it is outside.
I'm sure it is.
He wanted to let us know it's warmer where we're at in the press box than outside.
Again, we want to thank Hewer Renovating for being and posting the sponsoring the halftime show. He also sponsors our post-game show at the end of the ball game, so we want to thank Hewer Renovating for that. You see his information on your screen. Give him a call if you have a home renovation project, large or small. Give him a call.
St. Mary's is out warming up. Kenton just now coming to the field. The initial halftime clock is counting down at 30 seconds, and usually they add 3 minutes onto that. I think if you're St. Mary's, you're going to be kicking the ball off to Kenton. An early stop here in the second half is
big,
imperative. Yep. Because Kenton may have made a couple of adjustments, and they may be able to stop you once or twice in the second half offensively for St. Mary's.
Well, the Rough Riders I don't think, had to punt the football in the ball game. So
I don't think they've been stopped.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't been
scored
stopped.
every drive.
Mm-hmm. So the clock on the scoreboard is run to 0. They put 3 minutes back up to continue the warm-ups. While they do that, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with a second half kickoff right after this.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Laura Yelton's State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
Back at Kenton, Ohio, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along. You know, as I was watching Kenton quarterback Corbin Johnson warm up, you know, one of the things I think that Kenton is lacking from what they have had in years past, like their state tournament runs, they don't have an individual that can run the football.
Yeah.
Back in that day, they had one or two kids that can run the football as well, and not only effectively and efficiently, but they also had the passing game, which worked hand in hand. But they don't have that. The only person that they have right now that will run the football is Corbin Johnson. So, again, you stop him running the football, and you have to rely on his arm. You know, it's a monumental task, and they've got a lot to do as far as offense with throwing the football.
Yeah, they're able to hit a lot of short passes, but if we can say one thing a little bit negative about Corbin Johnson is that he hasn't developed a deep ball like we thought he might as a freshman. We were worried about how he was going to look like a year or two later, and he's still very good, and he's done a good job tonight but he's still only looking for the 7-8 yard passes, the quick outs, the occasional screen. He's really not able to push the ball down the field a lot. And that's what they had with their state championship years too, where you had guys, the Mocs, of course, with massive arms that could at any time throw the ball 40, 50 yards down the field and drop it down in. And that really opens up those short passes because, like we're doing right now, we've got guys sitting all over that short and medium zone. We're not worried about them going deep at all right now.
This Rough Rider kickoff being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Logan Rush approaches the football, and the second half is under the way. Nice long kick. It'll come down to Collins. And he makes a couple of moves, and the Rough Riders finally get him down, but not before he reaches about the 34-yard line. So Kenton will have good field position.
Yeah, Luke Rammel coming through there, working his way across the field. Really, I think Kenton's player was able to Preston Collins just fell down on his own.
Luke Rammel in on the stop on special teams. So this is a first here. We've got a running back to the right side of Johnston, and they're going to throw it back. That's a lateral.
Looking to pass.
And good job.
Nice job.
By number 93 defensively for the Rough Riders.
It's going to be a tackle for a lost sack.
That's Caleb Turner, but that was a lateral.
Yeah, lateral, so that counts as a sack on the stats.
So with that being said, that's a Spring Street Storage sack for the Rough Riders. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 18 for Kenton.
Pressure.
Pass across the middle, receiver wide open. And the ball's loose.
St. Mary's
Rough Riders have it.
Oh, wow, they're calling them down, Joe.
Luke Bournes comes up with a loose football, but they're going to say he was down. Let's check this one out on the Larry Schaff instant replay if we have that, guys. I'm not so sure about this one.
No.
Bournes is chasing him down. Kessler puts a helmet into him. That ball is out.
That ball is out well before
absolutely.
he falls. Wow, what a missed call.
And we've got a Roots penalty flag on the play. We're going to get pass interference, but
wow.
When you looked at that last play, that was a fumble, folks.
Absolutely.
Without question. They totally missed it. That ball was coming out before he even touched the ground.
You don't usually miss those type of, sometimes you miss them as they're falling to the ground. It looks like the ground caused it. That one really didn't look like it at all. He's falling backwards and the ball shoots out the backside.
So this will be a first down by penalty for the Kenton Wildcats. It'll move the ball into Rough Rider territory. Ball is placed at the 45-yard line. Johnston.
Get him. Ooh.
We'll pull it down, and
he's going to get a yard or two.
We'll give him a
maybe.
gain of a yard, absolutely. And on the play is Cameron Dameyer. We'll call it second down and 9 for the Wildcats. Rough Riders got him.
It's a sack.
Logan Compton gets a Spring Street Storage sack for the Rough Riders. Nice job by Logan Compton.
Only down lineman just shoots right through there, swims past the center.
So it'll be third down and 16. Ball is placed at the Kenton 49-yard line. Johnston goes back.
Compton.
He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to go deep, and the pass is. Rough Riders say it hits the ground, but I think the Rough Riders are going to say, or the referees are going to say that he caught the football.
Wow.
So that'll be a first down for Kenton. We'll check it out here on our Larry Schaff instant replay. I'm not so sure about that one either.
It's really hard to see on that replay. But
Johnston, short pass. Pass is caught by Carson DeLong. We'll give him a gain of 9. We'll call it second down and a short one for the Kenton Wildcats.
St. Mary's has gotten some pressure tonight, but anytime those linemen feel that everything opened up that much, there's a screen coming there.
It's going to be close to a first down for Johnston, who just carried the football off the left side of his offensive line. So I don't think he made it. So it's going to be a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down. And we've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. So with the score, the Rough Riders 44, Kenton 24, back right after this.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Well, the timeout was for a measurement. And he's going to be short. So here comes the Rough Rider defense back out on the field.
Unfortunately, he's just short a few inches.
So it'll be third down and less than a foot for the Kenton Wildcats.
Kenton's in fourth down territory. They may take a shot at the end zone right now, try to get St. Mary's.
Absolutely. And they're not. They're going to get the first down. And Johnston inside the 10, and he scores. Wow. Scores from 19 yards out. And, you know, the Rough Rider defense played their hearts out until that particular play right there on that series. And things just broke down defensively, and Johnson went right up the middle for a 19-yard touchdown. So
Kenton will go for 2 here. Good job blocking up front from Kenton, but downfield, really too many guys there that should have made that tackle.
Johnston across the middle. And
Screen.
it is
Ball's
good.
out.
The 2-point conversion is good as the pass was completed to Bushong. So on the family audiology scoreboard with 8:46 remaining in the third quarter, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 44, the Kenton Wildcats 32. Back with the Kenton kickoff right after this.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
All righty, Kenton has put 8 points on the board on their first particular drive of the second half. 44-32, Rough Riders lead on the family audiology scoreboard. This kickoff return is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Kickoff is being done by Dylan Searson for the Wildcats. It's an onside kick, and the ball is loose.
St. Mary's players laying right there on it. Never know what happens at the bottom of those piles, but they should come up with that. Good
job there.
Good job
by number 48.
Ryan Revolt. Excellent job, sir. Ooh, missed the ball first, but tucked it up inside. I was just about to say, Kenton's going to be looking to get the ball back here because they have not shown that they can stop St. Mary's offense.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at their own 48-yard line. Kevin Perry in motion. Up the middle with Osborne. We'll give Dominic a gain of about 3 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7 for St. Mary's.
Good hard run from Osborne again up the middle. Not a lot there. He makes the best of it, 4 yards.
Second down and 7. Here comes Osborne with the football again, and he'll have the tap house at the square, 1st down for St. Mary's.
Great little sweep from Osborne. Could hear the coaches up here wishing he would have cut that outside a little more, had a lot of space. Nonetheless, 1st down, we'll take it. And we'll let the clock run, Joe, because otherwise it might be 1 in the morning till we're home.
This hasn't happened very often, is it?
No, not for St. Mary's.
Osborne.
Same play.
We'll give Dominic another gain of about 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. So, it's almost like you want to get out into the open and just drop to the ground just so the clock continues to run.
Blocked again well. Number 12 for Kenton, Grady Clement Beasley, just made a nice play. Really was blocked, but jumped out and grabbed the ankle of Osborne.
Kevin Perry sweep to the right, cuts it inside.
Nice cutback.
We're going to give him a gain of about 5 on the play. Good job by Kevin Perry.
Excellent patience from Kevin Perry. Looked like he was bottled up behind the line. Takes his time, lets his blockers get out there. Colton Mabry, nice little kick out. Kevin Perry looking inside and then fighting for some extra yards.
We'll call it 3rd down and 2. The ball is placed at the Kenton 33-yard line.
Colton Mabry
fighting.
Colton Mabry should have been dropped for a 1 or 2 yard loss. Instead, at least picks up 1 yard on that.
We'll give him a gain of a yard. It'll be 4th down for the Rough Riders. Less than a yard, we'll call it. After this play, we're going to give you the Rough Rider trivia question this week. Of course, it's a visual trivia question this week. We'll give it to you right after this play. Unless it goes for a 31-yard touchdown. And I'm not saying that's not possible. That'll be a tap house at the square, 1st down on the Cody Wallace sneak. So here's our trivia question for
Joe?
Tonight. Go ahead.
Sorry to do this to you, buddy.
What?
Doug Spencer wanted me to surprise you with a different question.
He did? Now, are you kidding me?
Joe did all this research. He's got his question. You'll have to save it for next week.
All right, we'll
use it next week.
All right.
Here's the Rough Rider trivia question for tonight. In 1973, quarterback Joe Hurlburt hit on 6 of 9 passes for 109 yards to lead St. Mary's to a 22-14 victory over the Sydney Yellow Jackets. The Rider defense kept junior tailback Chris Haynes in check the entire game. Chris Haynes went on in college to have 1,286 receiving yards from this future NFL Hall of Fame quarterback. So we need to know.
Seriously, that's a good one.
Who was the future NFL Hall of Fame quarterback who threw to Chris Haynes from Sydney, whom Mr. Joe Hurlburt beat in 1973.
Oh.
Do you know, Joe?
I do not, but I've got a thought. Colton Mabry on the carry. Sydney had 2 players that went to the NFL. I think Haynes went to the Bears, but I'm not 100% sure in that. So,
well, just to be clear, we're looking for Chris Haynes went on in college.
In college.
To have 1,286 receiving yards from this future NFL Hall of Fame quarterback.
Oh, I don't know where he went to college. That's the key right there. Nice spin move by Colton Mabry. We got a penalty, Roots penalty flag on the play.
Calling another chop block on the guard centers.
Boy, I don't know. That's a good one.
Well, the center's doing what he's supposed to do. The guards right there are supposed to. They're not allowed to hit the guy. So once the center goes low on the legs, there can't be any contact with the upper half of the guy.
Right.
And I didn't see a lot of contact there. You saw the guard immediately pull his hands up, say I didn't touch him, but unfortunately it's a big loss for yardage.
Mabry for a short gain. The Rough Riders have a lot of real estate to make up. Now, here's a thought. My thought, where Haynes possibly went to college, I don't know, but if he went to Pitt, he would have played with Dan Marino.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. You got the answer.
I got the answer. So you mean he went? He didn't go to Toledo and play with Joe Hobart.
Absolutely not. Noah Dixon on the carry. He'll dive forward. He's going to come up short on the first down. So that'll bring up the Rough Riders' first 4th down situation of the ball game. They still have a lot of real estate to make up. We're going to call it 4th down and 19. Well, they got the wind behind them if they do attempt a field goal, and a pretty hefty wind at that.
And it's kind of a swirling wind, though, because the goalposts in front of them are showing the wind in their face.
Well, maybe I'm reading the flag wrong.
They're going both directions.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, they're not going to go for the field goal. They're going to line up, and they're going to do the reverse. Kessler has the football. And
he's got some space.
And he's going to come up about 6 yards short. We've got an injured player on the field. Let's take a look at on that on the replay. Oh. So while they attend to the injured player on the field, we're going to take a break with 2:31 remaining here in the third quarter. It's the Rough Riders 44, the Kenton Wildcats 32. We'll be back right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
If we get an opportunity, there's the injured player, number 52. If we get an opportunity, can we run that last play back on our Larry Schaff instant replays? Now you'll see him over here at the top of your screen. Right there, here comes their block right there, boom. And that's just a clean block right there. So nonetheless, the Rough Riders will turn their football over on downs. It'll be Kenton football, 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 16-yard line. Johnson, plenty of time. He's going to launch one down the middle, overthrows it.
Bourne's real close to catching that for an interception.
Oh, stop it. So he does. Well, we do have a winner on our trivia question. I don't know if I'm right or not, but we'll find out here shortly. Zach will give us the answer and the winner. Oh, right almost into the hands of Kevin Perry.
So many opportunities tonight for a turnover. Just really hope they can capitalize on one of these.
So to bring up 3rd down, we'll call it 10 for the Kenton Wildcats. Ball is still on the 16-yard line. This is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief center money down for the Rough Rider defense to see if they can get a stop here. Pass across the middle. And another opportunity for Kevin Perry, but the pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, so we haven't seen this too often tonight either, have we?
No, we haven't. This will be the 3rd or 4th punt for Kenton, I believe.
So Sam Taylor will be back to do the punting for the Kenton Wildcats.
Kevin Perry, that one was a lot harder of an interception. Almost made a great catch on that.
Noah Dixon and Trey Moore back to receive the punt. They're standing at about the 49-yard line of Kenton. Ball will come to Dixon.
It's going to returnable.
He'll go to the right. He's got a little bit of room up the far sideline. And we've got a Roots penalty on the play. And this one is about 20 yards away from the end of the play, so we'll see what the situation is here.
They're going to call an unnecessary hit, I think, Joe. It's different, when it's completely away from where the runner is. It's easier to be called. See if we can see it here in the middle. It's one of the St. Mary's guys. I didn't really see anything on that replay.
You're going to have to show it because I don't see it.
Yeah, they called blindside block, but the only thing I can think of is maybe somebody hit somebody after that ball was already past our camera.
True. So the Rough Riders will have the football, 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. First and 10, Rough Riders, 2:06 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Colton Mabry on the carry.
St. Mary's coming out with a little different formation. 2 backs out, one in the slot, trying to get some of the Kenton guys off of the line, get them out there.
Second down, we'll call it 8 for the Rough Riders. Clock is ticking. You can see it on your screen. 1:35 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Osborne. And he's going to be a couple of yards short of a first down, but very makeable opportunity for the Rough Riders.
Yeah,
As it'll be 3rd and about 1.
And probably 4th down territory, just over the 50-yard line. But I don't know if it matters much with Kenton, whether you give them the ball on the 45 or the 10-yard line.
Right. Uh-oh.
Early snap.
Well, there's a miscue there. This could be a turnover, although there's a Roots penalty Roops Pub penalty flag on the field. False start. Going to move the ball back.
That's a false start on the center. That's never
So,
good.
So that being a false start, of course, obviously they dropped the football. Is that still considered a fumble?
No, it's
the play is dead.
It's play's dead because if the rest of the line doesn't move with the center, it's considered
just a
simulation.
Okay.
If you don't move with the snap, then it's a false start. It's weird. If anybody else would have moved, they could have called it maybe a fumble.
Kevin Perry sweeps to the right, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. So that'll bring up the first punt of the night for the St. Mary's Rough Riders, and enter into the game Hunter Sprague. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, he is the Western Buckeye League's leading punter, averaging 40.2 yards per punt, or 42 yards per punt. Nonetheless, over 40 is pretty good. He's got the wind behind, coming from the side. So this will be wind will affect this one. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. That went away real quick. So with 1 quarter remaining, the score at the end of 3 on the Family Audiology scoreboard, the Rough Riders 44, Kenton Wildcats 32. Back right after this.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Back at Robinson Field, Kenton, Ohio, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. We're here with the final 12 minutes of this football game. And the Rough Riders find themselves in a 4th and long situation. They'll obviously punt the football as Hunter Sprague is on to do the punting. Colby Howard back to return the punt for the Kenton Wildcats.
High snap, but Kenton doesn't send anybody, thankfully.
Nice punt. And they'll get a Rough Rider roll. I'll tell you what, that third quarter took about, 8 minutes to play. Went a lot faster than the quarters in the first half.
Sure did. Nice punt. But your defense hasn't been getting many stops tonight. They just got one. They need to come up with it again. It seems like our defense has found something that's working, though. Getting a lot of pressure and not a lot of open receivers.
Exactly.
We really want to see him pick one of these off here.
Johnston on the carry. And this is okay, too, to force him to run the football because that's just going to chew off time off the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll give him a gain of 6. We'll call it 2nd and 4 for Kenton, and Johnson's going to run it again. He'll pick up the first down, but the clock will stop until they move the chains, and then they'll start it up again.
Johnston has a first down, Wildcats.
Ball is placed at the Kenton 30-yard line. Ball is knocked down.
Oh, man.
Taylor Compton. No, I'm sorry. That's Hunter Mabry.
I think he hit a helmet again.
Good job by Hunter Mabry, defensive end for the Rough Riders.
Crazy thing is Preston Collins almost made a great catch on that afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for St. Mary's, it's 2nd down and 10. Didn't get it. Trying to throw it.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
A little surprised we didn't
let's,
get a.
Let's take a look at this on our Larry Schaff instant replay.
Thought it was maybe a little bit of hit him early.
Look at that. That's how Dave Weilbacher used to play. He'd be all over someone like a cheap suit. Good defense by the Rough Riders there. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Ball is at the 30-yard line. Low snap. Here they come.
Oh, man! Oh, my Lord. He is down for the count.
And that's Ruvold who come in with the hit. And that is a Spring Street Sorry sack. And Johnston was slow getting up.
Johnston's head did not move very well on that.
So that'll bring up 4th down. We'll call it 16. Ball is on the 23. Punting situation for the Kenton Wildcats. I think it's Steinberg, and I can't see who's over on the far side.
Low snap. Oh, man, that was almost blocked.
This is Dixon. Noah Dixon goes right up the left sideline, and a good return by the Rough Riders.
Very good return from Dixon. Best of all, good job by the defense stepping up again now in the second half. Man, what a tale of two halves.
Absolutely.
Good offense in the first half, and so far pretty good defense on both sides on the second half. Joe, should we award this?
Absolutely, award it.
Let me read through this again. As Osborne runs around the left side, he's going to be gone for a touchdown, Joe.
There he is, Colton Mabry from 38 yards out. A Fowler TV touchdown.
That's what I get for looking down trying to read a trivia. Osborne makes me pay for it. He probably went
38 yards.
Over 100 yards for sure right there. St. Mary's is going to go for 2.
So it's 50-32 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Riders go for the Fowler TV 2-point conversion, and it is good. So with 10:04 remaining in the football game, it's the Rough Riders 52, the Kenton Wildcats 32. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
All righty, Zach, we got a winner on our...
We sure do. So in 1973, quarterback Joe Hurlburt hit on 6 of 9 passes for 109 yards to lead St. Mary's to a 22-14 victory over the Sydney Yellow Jackets. The Rider defense kept junior tailback Chris Haynes in check the entire game. Chris Haynes went on in college to have 1,286 receiving yards from this future NFL Hall of Fame quarterback. Chris Haynes went to Notre Dame, and that was Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. And congratulations to class of 79 graduate, Joe. 1989, Joe Byers. So, Joe, you can pick up a certificate for your pizza at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance during normal business hours next week, and you'll receive a gift card for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. And congratulations to Joe Byers. So
Joe Hurlborough, I want to hear about this 6 of 9 passing for 109 yards.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. That I didn't throw for over 100 yards very often. that was rare.
Do you remember that game?
Huh?
Do you remember that game?
I do.
73?
Yes, I do. Rough Riders putting pressure on the quarterback, and pass is incomplete as Johnston couldn't find an open receiver. So,
well, Johnston looks a little unsure of himself back there, Joe.
Well, after that hit, he got nailed by.
He may give us some opportunities for a pick, just like he did there. I think we should send a blitz, though, on the outside just to make him think about it again.
Corbin Johnson rolls to the left, passes out, and complete. Pass is complete to Blaine Bushong. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. Out there on the tackle. Oh, he's missed. There's Noah Dixon. Carter Steinberg, I believe, was in on the play.
I think Taylor Compton, too.
Johnson right up the middle, and he'll get a couple, and that's about it. So this Kenton defense giving up an average of 35 points a ball game, 9th in the Western Buckeye League in defensive scoring, has given up a ton. They've given up 52 here tonight against the Rough Riders. Johnston goes back, and the pass is incomplete. Was intended for Grady Clayman Beasley. Or did he catch that thing? No kidding.
A little up and out route, a little wheel route there.
He did. I couldn't see the catch, but it was a nice catch by Beasley, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Kenton. The sticks aren't even set.
Oh.
The chains just now are getting set. So that's another one we have to ask Mark. Do the chains have to, well, the ball marker was spotted, it was there, but the chains weren't there.
Chains are supposed to be set before they run another
Well,
play.
that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Johnston across the middle.
His internal clock has sped up, Joe. You know,
Yeah,
he's looking to get rid of it right now.
Yes, it has.
That last play, he had a guy in his face who smartly stayed back to try to break up the screen, and Johnston smartly threw it into the ground.
3 receivers to the right, to the left. Johnson keeps the football. He'll pick up a 1st down.
Good little scramble. So, Joe, on that 6 for 9 against Sydney back in 1973, you got to thank Joe Ginner for finding that article and giving us that trivia question. Here's the article, though. Bachman was quick to praise Hurlburt for his poise he showed throughout the contest. He and those passes on the money. Bachman also praised the defense for their final stand when Sydney tried to score.
Yeah, where's he come up with these things at?
He's a researching machine.
Yes, he is, for sure. Well, thanks, Joe, for that. I was all pumped up to do our visual trivia, but we'll do that
we'll
next
have
week.
It next week.
We'll
Pretty neat one next week,
absolutely.
too.
We appreciate it. Thanks, Joe. Johnston. Pass is it caught? Official says he is complete. To number 12, Grady Clayman Beasley.
They're going to let the clock still run on that.
Well, here comes the officials. We'll see what's going to happen. The clock is stopped.
I think they're going to probably put time back on the clock because I think it. Yep, you're going to go to 7:46 on the clock. Was wondering why it kept running, but I'm not going to say anything for the clock wants to keep running.
Exactly. This is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief money down for the defense. And
he's going to get
got to him again.
Sacked.
Owen Ott, the first man to get to him. And the freshman is pumped up with a sack. And that is a Spring Street Storage sack for the Rough Rider freshman. That'll bring up 4th down and we'll call it 10. Ball is placed at the Kenton 35-yard line. Big play for the Rough Rider defense.
Johnston in with pressure again.
Good defense there by Kevin Perry and Noah Dixon. I think it was Noah Dixon that stepped in and batted the ball away. So the Kenton Wildcats will turn the football over on downs.
That's huge. If they wanted any chance of making up these 20 points, they needed to score right there. Good coverage.
Noah Dixon. Good job by Noah. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at their own 35-yard line. 6:59 remaining. Full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Dixon. And we'll give him a gain of about, we'll call it 3 on the play. And we'll give him a gain of 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Luke Rammel checks out. Caleb Schmidt checks out.
Joe, we haven't seen that straight dive in the second half. I think it's about time they try that one out again.
Osborne, he's going to pick up a tap house at the square 1st down.
Right on cue. Osborne's close to 150 yards on the night, Joe.
Wow.
The only thing that's surprising about the second half is that, the scoring is down so much.
It's kind of boring, isn't it?
Yeah. It's okay, though. We'll take it boring.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. The clock continues to run, and now that clock is the ally of the Rough Riders. And there's Osborne. We'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 3.
We can get a replay on this. Tanner Mealy. Watch 58 come through here. Monster block. Boom.
Oh, my gosh.
That is a leave the ground pancake block.
Wow.
Tanner just pushed that kid back to Waynesfield.
That's something we ought to consider next. We need to find somebody that'll sponsor a pancake block.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to find. I mean, we got to watch for it, but there goes Dixon. And he's going to say, well, I'm not going to stop the clock, but that'll be a tap house at the square 1st down.
Dixon did all he could to try to stay in bounds, and
he's gimping.
I think he hurt himself a bit.
I don't know if it looks pulled a groin or what, but he's going to stay in the football. Nope, he's going to come out.
Does a nice job of making some cuts, bouncing. He's got a lot of speed when he gets going. Steps out of bounds and.
Well, I'll tell you what, the St. Mary's Foundry
No,
video.
I'll tell you what happened, Joe. Number 24 took a cheap shot after that tackle there.
Osborne. We'll give him a few. Want to remind everybody, tomorrow here on Rider Nation Station, you'll be able to see the St. Mary's Foundry video highlight show, which should have tons of video highlights of tonight's ball game. I'll tell you what, I think it is. This is the most points the Rough Riders have put on the scoreboard this year.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Well, they did 49 last week, so they surpassed that.
Yep.
Osborne. Nice
He's
block.
gone.
He's to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Dominic Osborne. That's a Fowler TV touchdown. Nice run by Osborne. And the Rough Riders now have 58 points on the Family Audiology scoreboard.
Let's watch
Check
this
us
replay
out on
here.
the Larry Schaff Instant Replay.
That was another dive. Just wide open. Excellent blocking up front.
Trey Moore
down the field. Nice. And Osborne does the rest.
Nice little stiff arm there on about the 3-yard line. Takes it in. Logan Rush on to attempt the Fowler TV point after. Well, this isn't going to work. So this is going to be a Roots
they're going
penalty
to
flag.
Going to call it. They're going to say St. Mary's called a timeout.
They did. They got it. Okay,
Yep.
so they got it. So we're going to take a. Let's just stay right here and see what we got going on. Now they're going to wave it off.
Yeah, they're going to say Coach Bo
Yep.
Fry got the timeout just before.
We'll keep it right here.
Now they're officially taking the timeout.
All right. So I guess what we'll do is we'll step away for a 30-second break. We'll be back with the point after, right after this.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Back at Robinson Field, Kenton, Ohio, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along. As the Rough Riders look to go to 4-3 in the Western Buckeye League and 500 on the season at 4-4 with 2 games remaining after tonight. Kick is up, and the Fowler TV point after touchdown is good. So with 4:03 remaining in the football game, it's the Rough Riders 59, Kenton 32 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come right back.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Auglai's Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaisequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglai's Equipment Rental.
Alrighty, back at Robinson Field, Kenton, Ohio. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's.
Ball fell off the tee.
The wind has picked up considerably here, and now it's... This kickoff brought to you by Varsity Lanes. It's fallen off twice now, so does that mean somebody has to come and hold it?
I believe so.
Yep. Steinberg coming? Nope.
Maybe it's a third time.
Yep. Nope. Steinberg? Yep.
Like a
Yep, so-
Laurel and Hardy skit.
I think Mark and you talked about this a while back, the ball falling off the tee.
Yep.
And I thought he said it falls off twice, the third time it has to be held.
That's how I remembered it.
53 degrees with a wind chill factor of about 40. It's cooled off here considerably. Nice kick by Rush. Here comes Collins on the return. We've got a Kenton player down.
Well, 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. I don't know what Kenton's going to do other than just try to take some deep shots early, or maybe just call it a game and just try to work down the field.
Yeah. Maybe they'll just let Corbin Johnson run the football and just let the clock run. Because right now the Rough Riders are beating them up.
Yeah.
And the last thing Kenton needs is for them to lose their quarterback. Low snap. Johnson comes up with it. Pass falls incomplete. Pass intended for Maddox Hummel. That'll stop the clock. We'll call a second down and 10. The ball is on the 26-yard line of Kenton.
We've seen a lot of opportunities. Maybe St. Mary's will get a chance to pilfer one of these balls. Be nice to see the defense get a turnover. They've had
be nice to see
a ton of tries.
It'd be nice to see the defense pick six, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Blitz.
Pass is complete. Steinberg over there on the tackle.
Good job from Johnston. Recognized 48 coming in on a blitz again for St. Mary's. That's the guy that hit him. Ryan Revolt hit him big earlier. He looks over to that side and he makes a smart pass, but only a few yards.
We'll call it 3rd down and 4. Ball is at the 32-yard line of Kenton. Across the middle it goes. Pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Carson DeLong, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Kenton Wildcats.
Not a bad pass.
Not a bad pass at all.
Really should have been caught. Kenton's going to go for it, Joe. Nothing to lose here.
Nope. So I think Kenton's going to call timeout. So we have a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field with 3:11 remaining. We'll take a break. We'll come right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Fourth down and 4 for the Kenton Wildcats. They're going to go for it. 3:11 remaining in the game.
St. Mary's showing blitz.
Well, they got a lot of people at the line of scrimmage, don't they? Here they come. Oh, here they come.
They got him!
They got him.
That's a nice way to end it.
That's a Spring Street Storage sack by Hunter Mabry. He's played himself a whale of a ball game. Couple of knockdowns and a sack.
Whole defense has the second half, Joe.
Yes, they have.
Stepped up and got it done.
Kenton hasn't scored the second half.
I don't think so, no.
Or even come close.
Nope.
So whatever adjustments the Rough Rider defense did in the second half, in the halftime, is working here in the second half.
We got and this is the best part, we got the backups in here.
They want to play with some urgency. They want to put the ball in the end zone.
Sure do. Caleb Schmidt, we saw him get in the end zone last week. Got Aiden Meinerding in at quarterback. Let's see, Lakin Klosterman LJ Ruane, Christopher Schreier, Xander Post.
Aiden Meinerding is a quarterback.
26.
That's
Wesley Blair.
Wesley Blair on the carry.
I've seen him make some plays on defense and special teams. Good to see him get some offensive touches. '19, Zach Myers in there.
Logan
73.
Childs runs in. He's in this particular play.
Gavin Ayers. Gavin Ehlers.
Clock is running. We're at 1:48. Meinerding calls, turns, pitch it to Schmidt.
Nice block, number 50, Savion Murphy out there on front.
Boy, it'd be nice if it picked up a first down. That would just
Sure
about
would.
do it, wouldn't it? I guess they go to the air.
See what kind of an arm Aiden Meinerding has.
See in the huddle, 89. LJ Ruane, 22. Logan Childs.
They're gonna
85,
take their time.
AJ Hertenstein. Well, play clock is going to go to 0, so they're going to take a timeout. So with 52 seconds remaining in the football contest, Rough Riders lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
All righty, back at Robinson Field in Kenton, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, glad to have you along as we have 52 seconds remaining in the football game. Meinerding under center. Full house in the backfield.
Close.
Well, it is going to be close.
I think they got it.
This is going to be a tap house at the square first down in the Kogi Heating, Plumbing and Heating red zone. Making sure you're always in your comfort zone. They didn't make it.
I don't know about that spot.
Well,
yeah, no, they're going to say it didn't make it. Man.
Well, I thought they had it.
Let's watch this replay. Yeah, I guess they're just saying it's
a little bit short.
A little bit short.
So the Kenton Wildcats will be back on the football field. They've got substitutions in as well. 48 seconds remaining.
Number 18, first time we saw a running back.
Absolutely.
I don't think we're going to get, they're going to keep it moving.
That's
Nope,
Alex.
they're going to run off the field.
Alex Rogel. And that's going to be the end of the football game. So with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders winning this going away by a 59-32 count. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with our Heuer Renovating postgame show. We'll wrap things up from Kenton right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Laura Yelton's State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
All righty, we're back at Kenton Football Field, Robinson Field in Kenton, Ohio, where the St. Mary's Rough Riders win this going away by a score of 59-32. It's time now for our Hewer Renovating postgame show, brought to you by our friends at Hewer Renovating in St. Mary's. For all your home improvement needs, give them a call. Zach, you got some numbers? They're impressive.
Sure do, yeah. So amazing. St. Mary's ends the game with 25 first downs. Kenton has 14. St. Mary's finishes the game with 559 total yards.
Wow.
Kenton 322. St. Mary's finishes 1 for 2 passing. Kenton finishes 15 for 37 with 15 completions on 37 attempts, 2 touchdowns. St. Mary's has 7 net passing yards. Kenton 274. St. Mary's finishes with 65 rushes for 552 yards. Kenton has 20 rushes for 48 yards. Penalties, pretty bad on both sides. 10 penalties for St. Mary's, 111 yards. 8 penalties for Kenton, 48 yards. St. Mary's was 4 for 9 on third downs. Kenton 3 for 12. St. Mary's had 1 punt for 38 yards. Kenton had 4 punts. Average drive start. St. Mary's finishes in plus again on the other 49-yard line for their average drive start. Kenton finishes on the 26.8 yard line, so that was huge. Time of possession, St. Mary's 31 minutes, 21 seconds. Kenton 16 minutes, 39 seconds. Individually here, just some of the leaders for Kenton. Corbin Johnson, 15 for 37, 274 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushes for Corbin Johnson, 19 rushes for 45 yards. Receiving, Grady Clemon, what was his name? Bert Beasley.
Yeah.
5 catches, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns. Blaine Bushong, 4 catches, 27 yards. Zane Perkins, 2 catches, 38 yards. Individually for St. Mary's, Cody Wallace was 1 for 2, 7 yards passing. Dominic Osborne, 25 rushes, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Colton Mabry, 20 rushes, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kevin Perry, 7 rushes, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. Absolutely, everybody
It's amazing.
Contributing to St. Mary's' success tonight.
Well, we've seen in the past, we've usually seen one running back over 100 yards. The other one is close. This one, we almost had 2 running backs with 200 yards, which would have been impressive.
And Kevin Perry finished with 70.
Exactly.
Could have had 3 with 100.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it here for Rider Nation Station. We hope you enjoyed this telecast of the Rough Rider football. We want to, again, say a special thank you to Athletic Director here at Kenton, Brett Purcell, who went above and beyond, and just thank him for all of what he did to allow us to be here and to get us on the air.
Also, our crew tonight starting to get in a little cold. Doug Spencer, Dave Walbacher, Rich Spencer, Rob Boyd. John Boyd. I've called him Rob now 2 weeks in a row. That's his new name. It's Rob Boyd from now on. Ross Henshin.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks, everybody. It's starting to get cold out there, and
it is.
We get to sit here inside.
But it's not too warm in here either. But nonetheless, we're just happy to be inside and happy to be here. So, again, we hope you enjoyed it here on Rider Nation Station. Once again, the final score. The St. Mary's Rough Riders win at 59-32. With the win, St. Mary's goes to 500 overall at 4-4. 4-3 in the Western Buckeye League. Kenton drops to 2-6 overall, 2-5 in the Western Buckeye League. Join us next week. We'll be back at home for the final 2 games of the season with the Elida Bulldogs and the Bath Wildcats. We'll be there to bring you all the action, both games. Join us then. For our entire Rider Nation Station crew, until next week, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.